Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loga Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bhatarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavando Punah Punah Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheta Vibhagini Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ukaro Anthakaro Vai Rukarastan Nivartakaha Anthakara Nirodhitvat Gururitya Vidhiyate Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahavityam Karavavahai Tejasvinavati Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidya Acharyaya Nachiketase Namaha. We are in the second chapter of Kaṭha Upaniṣad and the first shloka of the first section. Lord Yama said as an instruction to get more alert. In the third section of the first chapter, the 12th shloka, Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudhatma na prakashate drishyate tvagraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibi. This all-pervading consciousness, which is obvious in all limiting adjuncts, all names and forms, are having the locus of this consciousness. But Gudhatma, this consciousness is hidden. Gudhatma, hidden. It is secret. It is not available for the external senses. That should be the proper meaning. Gudaha Atma. Something which is not available for our eyes. That is called Gudham. It doesn't mean that it's not there, like rabbit's horn. It's not like that, because rabbit's horn is not also available for our perception, and also it never existed at any point of time in this world. So people can also conclude that something which is not available for the external eyes may be asat, non-existing thing. That is why Eshaha sarveshu bhuteshu budatma. In each and every being in the world, sentient and inert, this Atma is the locus, this consciousness being the locus, but it is not shining at all for the external eyes. This should be the proper meaning. But the people who have done the preparatory steps, each and every person who become a magnificent player, an artist, a cook, a martial art performer, whoever it may be, a dancer, they have put effort for a length of time in their life before performing that action. That effort made them to become the master in the respective art or sports. That effort is well known in this universe. Similarly, even though this Atma is all pervasive and it's everywhere and it's available through the teachings of Upanishads, that is the only means, pramanam. In order to see something, we need the external eyes. In order to see the Atma, we need the scriptures, the Upanishads, which is the means to know the Atman. The scriptures should be revealed by the traditional teachers. There is no directly entering to the scriptures that few people used to say to me, I am listening some talks of this Swamiji, I am listening talks of this person. It's all secondary. One should listen the words which are given in the scriptures through a traditional teacher. Then only pramana will work in one's own life. So, a person who has done all the preparatory steps, a person who has a lot of commitment towards the spirituality, a person who is really a serious seeker in the pursuit of knowledge, that person is called Sukshmadarshi, who can see what is the truth behind each and everything. Seer of subtle things. Each and everything, there is something behind the appearance. We only see the appearance. But a Sukshmadarshi, a foreseer, a seer of subtle things, used to think about everything. What is the reality of the things which is appearing right in front of me? This is called Sukshma Darshanam. Seeing the things as it is, seeing the things properly, seeing the things in a subtler manner. This Sukshma Darshi, in the pursuit of spirituality, has already prepared the mind to listen to the scriptures from the traditional teacher. Without the preparatory steps, you can listen, no problem. It's not mandatory that one should prepare before listening. After listening also, one can prepare in order to receive the knowledge as it is. If not, this knowledge will wait till the person himself or herself get prepared. So, this Atma which is not available for the senses is seen by the sharpened intellect. That means all preparatory steps are done by the seer of subtler things. Those people used to see this all-pervasive consciousness. Na prakashate. That word should be understood properly. Not shining at all externally. Not available for the external senses. This being connected by the commentator, Lord Shankara, to the second chapter. I already read the Bhashya in the last session, that because it is not shining and it is not available for an ordinary person. If a person comes to know the remedy, the solution to understand the Atman, then it will be very easier to do the preparatory steps and be ready to see the infallible, all-pervading consciousness. In order to get ready, in order to know what are the fallacies obstructing the vision of Paramatman, for the sake of understanding the obstacles in the pursuit of spirituality, the second chapter is being begun by the Kaṭha Upaniṣad as the instruction of Lord Yamadharmaraja. What is that second chapter, first verse of the first session? I will read again. It will be nice to see the meaning again and again of this verse, because very relevant verse in the Kaṭha Upaniṣad, this verse, often quoted by the spiritual teachers or the disciples in order to get by-hearted. I will read the slogan once more and we will see the meaning, what I have shown you in the last session. Paranchikkani vidranat swayambhuhu tasmad parang pashyadina andaratman kaschid dhiraha pratyakatmana maikshat avrata chakshuhu amrutatva michan. Paranchikkani. It means that the names and forms which are sentient and which are having eyes and which are having senses, those senses are designed to see the external things. Vitranat, scattered, going outward. So it cannot see what is the real thing or the sentience of the senses. Paran anchati gachanti iti paranchikkani. So paranchikkani, senses which are going outward are not having the capacity to see this all-pervasive, formless consciousness. Vitrana, for the time being, scattered. We can understand like that. Okay. Vitranat swayambhuhu, going to wife, going to children, having a pursuit of business, having a pursuit of job, having a pursuit of sports, having a pursuit of art, all will fall under the realm of duality. For the sake of material happiness, we involve in different pursuits. It can be marriage, it can be job, it can be sports, it can be anything in the world. Because I get some happiness, I involve in certain things. So all these senses are going towards the respective objects, respective fields. The ears will be always looking upon towards music and a good voice, or ears will always getting certain sounds and the ears will be looking towards what is proper and what is needed, it will go towards that. So that is the one thing. Swayambhu, I already told you in the last session what is Swayambhu. That which is totally independent with respect to strength, with respect to intellect, with respect to control, everything completely. This consciousness is completely free, which is not depending upon anything for its strength or intellect. That's called Swayambhu. So this consciousness is not available for the ordinary senses or for an ordinary person who is pursuing different pursuit. He may be an Oscar Award winner. He may be a Olympic medalist. He may be a winner of Wimbledon Open. It can be anything. That doesn't mean that a person got liberation. I quoted all these examples in order to think that whatever capacities and talents you are having in this dualistic world is not a criterion for emancipation. That measures are not connected with the freedom from this world. You are a talented personality in a respective field, that's all. And you are attracting public or the people around the world due to your talent. And you are popular. It's okay. But it will fall under the realm of duality. Dvaita prapancham. Duality is the opposite of non-duality. We are talking about the non-dual Atman. That which is not separate from anything in the world. All the names and forms are definitely in our vision, completely separated each other. But that which is not seen, that which is one and only consciousness, which is non-separate in and through in all names and forms. So, tasmat, the very word, very important word, because, the word which is because, need to know why the Lord Death kept this word in between. Because our senses are going outward, because our senses are interested in external things, because our senses are having the force due to the natural instinct, so that because of that, a person is not interested to see the all-pervasive Brahman, which might be the same person, because he has a external vision about himself or herself that I am this body, my fingers are like this, my eyes are like this, my hair is like this, I am not attractive, I want to be an attractive personality. Because of thinking like this about the body, and he see other people around him, he compare his body with the other person's body, and he will be always under some wanting desires in order to change what now he is or she is. This changing from one state to another state is permanent. Like You are dyeing the hair and it will only last for a month. After that, again, you are going to dye. So hair color can only stay less than a month. Again, you need to. No, Swamiji, our hair colors are very strong now. It can survive more than 6 months, 4 months. Still, you have to put again, correct? Because your hairs are growing. Your hair is growing. So whatever grow will show your gray color. So you cannot be a joker in front of people, half gray and half black. So again, you need to put the color within a month. Okay. So like this, whatever solution we take into is a temporary solution and we get temporary happiness. It can be comparing somebody and I need to be like this. A film star is more attractive. I should be like him in front of public. I compare my body with the person and I start to make my changes in my life. So this is a big issue. For permanent achievement, I don't work on that. For temporary settlement, I used to work a lot. When I come to know that I am not this body is a superimposition on this all-pervasive consciousness. That's all. It will make an end of all the issues which are related to body. But people are not interested to know that because they are not prepared. They are not having that purification inside the mind. Why? Paranchikani vedranat swayambhuhu parang pashyadi na andaratman. Tasmat, because they are extroverted, because their senses are going outward, it's not very easy for them to understand themselves what is their real intrinsic nature inside and outside the body. So here, tasma, the word should be understood properly. Due to the running of the senses outward or designed to go outward right from the childhood, the people will gather different names and forms and they themselves decide that I am this body. Due to the senses misidentification of oneself, due to the senses perceiving this body and allowing oneself to think that I am this body. This is called misidentification about oneself. And we contact the life. This misidentification is the root cause for all our issues. Tasma, therefore, because the senses are going outward, and therefore, parang pashyati. See all the things, different exhibitions, different movies, different plants, different food, different women, different things we may enjoy in this world. Everything brought into one single sentence, parang pashyadi na andaratman. He or she enjoys this external world and not the real source of happiness. Na antaratman. Antaram, which is pervading inside. Parang pashyadina antaratman. So, external universe being true for an misidentified personality, that means the whole world, ordinary people, they think that I am this body, and all around all around what I see is true. This is called misidentification about oneself and concluding the whole things as a real fact. The whole universe is a real fact. So, na antaratman, he don't see, she don't see. We are talking about the whole people around us. Those who are not connected to spirituality, those who are not prepared themselves to enter into the spiritual pursuit through, through the values and also the preparatory steps. There is a book called Tattva Bhotaha as a beginner, a book to begin the spiritual studies. In that, the commentator explains different types of preparatory steps: Shamam, Damam, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam. These are all single values. Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha, Ihamutra Padabhoga Virakaha, Mumukshutvam. All these things are preparatory steps which I will give you in the right time about all these values and the preparatory steps. I have already explained before few verses still. So one who is not prepared about oneself to reach this spiritual pursuit. So majority of the people here in this world go along with what their senses collected and given to them. In one single verse, the Lord Yama denies this universe is absolutely a mistaken identity, including our body. Parang Pashyadina Antaratman. We are not capable of seeing the Atma. What is Atma? I explained you in the last session. We are going to see once more in the Linga Purana, I think, or in the Linkanushasana. Here, in the commentator gives a proper, a solid grammatical explanation of Atma word. Yacha apnoti yadadatte yachati vishayaniha yachasya santato bhavaha tasmad atma iti kirtyate. Idi atma shabda vyutpatti smaranat. This is remembered in the grammatical analysis of the word Atma. If somebody asks you, what is meant by Atma? Then we need to explain them. What is meant by Atma? Then here the commentator quotes that Atma is being explained in the grammatical analysis in the Linkanushasana or Linga Puranam, it may be. I have to check that. Anyway, Yacha Yachapnodi Yadatate. That which is all pervading in and through of all names and forms. And that which enjoys all these things, the capacity to enjoy all the things around the world means sentience, self-evident and self-effulgence. Both words should be taken. Yadadatte yecha ati vishayaniha. That which enjoys everything in this world, vishayan, all the things which are coming towards eyes, towards ears, towards the nose, towards the mouth, towards the skin. Vishayan iha. Yachati vishayaniva iha one who enjoys all this. When the Atma is not available, or when our body is not capable of revealing the Atma, we call that this body is inert. That is called death. It's not that Atma is not there. This is a book I keep in front of the sun. There is no reflection of the sun in this book. When I keep a mirror towards the sun, I will get the sun's reflection on that. I will get. Similarly, when the body is capable of reflecting this consciousness through mind, through different senses like ears, nose, etc., etc., we call it sentient living being. When a thing is not capable of reflecting this consciousness, even though it is there, it is called inert. It's not that Atma is not there. Because in a stone also, a sun is reflecting, but the surface of the stone is not capable of reflecting the sun like a mirror. Similarly, this book has also certain capacity, but it's not completely reflecting the sun like a mirror. This is the difference between inert and sentience. Okay. It's not that something inert is not Atman. Why I told this means we should respect even the banana peel. After eating the banana, you cannot throw in a casual way. You put in the respective place, because even though it is inert, it's also the conscious being. And also this banana peel helped you to keep the banana in a proper condition up to this moment. So it has served its mission. So we respect even the banana peel, whatever it may be. Anything inert is not subject to disrespect, because this is called Advaita Darshanam, seeing the non-duality in and through all sentient and insentient things. There will be no attachment, there will be no detachment, there will be only respect towards everything. You need not to polish it, but you don't disturb it, okay? Each and every living being in this world is also this consciousness, each and every inert thing. It can be stone, it can be a matchbox, it can be your shirt, it can be anything, a speck of sand, anything. So remember that when I say all-pervading consciousness means, it means a lot. Each and every inert things, each and every sentient things, nothing, all are one non-dual, non-separate consciousness. So here it is told that yachasya santato bhava. Always it is self-evident. Santato bhava means sadbhava. Sat means something which is existing. When I say book is, when I say bird is, when I say tree is, when I say monkey is, means that very word is in a sentence determines an existing persona, an existing thing. It shows that there is something existing. a tree, a tree, tree is, it is there. An existing tree is revealed through the grammatical word is. This is become are according to the plural, or if you use you are, you, or when I use I am, this is itself will become are, the is itself become am. All are having one purpose, that revealing something already existing. I am here. Tree is, there is a tree. Book is, there is a book. So one thing which is existing in the world is being shown, is being revealed by the very word is. So similarly, the only thing which exists in this entire world is nothing but this all pervasive, all pervading consciousness. This consciousness is being mistaken through names and forms. This consciousness is mistaken through inner things. This consciousness is mistaken by a star, as sky, as a butterfly, as a bird, as a woman, as a man. When we know the reality, we lose the attraction towards a name and form. Instead of the attraction, that attraction will convert into devotion and respect. When you come to know that this is nothing, this almighty consciousness, that attraction, which is called ragaha in Sanskrit, which can end up in certain mess. The attraction is the main cause for different issues. The more you are attracted with some things, that much detachment also there for us with certain things. When I say I love pizza very much, means there are some other things in the world which are eatables. You don't have that much enthusiasm or interest on that things. You love pizza very much. That means attraction towards something shows that the same measure of detachment or uninterest towards something also is shown. To balance that, we need devotion and respect towards each and everything, so that there will be no attraction which will be binding us. The more you are attracted with something, the more you have certain uninterest. You are not interested. You have detachment towards certain things. He loved to play this game, means he is not interested to play any other game. There is an uninterest towards other things. So when I say I am interested in you, means I am not interested in all other people. It is understood properly in one single word. So that, remember that when the reality is being revealed by the pramanam, the scriptures, a person will convert his attraction towards devotion and respect. This is the maximum status you can give to each and every name form in this entire universe. You need not give an award or reward, but that attitude which you developed by knowing the reality of the thing. A dog is not a mere dog, it is all pervading consciousness. This attitude is much, much, much far away, but more than giving a medal towards that police dog. Why? Your attitude towards the dog is not at all a dog now. Your attitude is, it's a lord, all pervasive. But the police people say that this is a police dog. He is going to get a medal because he sniffed certain things underground, and we are we are we are capable to bring certain things. So this dog deserves a medal. You honoring a dog with a medal is inferior than this status. Similarly, praising somebody is inferior than this attitude. You praise a person with their body attraction or with their body limitations. But your convention about that body is that it's an all-pervasive Lord. There is no mistake in the body or in that all-pervasive consciousness. Body have always limitation. You need not to praise or you need not to condemn. You have this attitude towards the world. Tantataha bhavaha. Ever existing thing is being pointed out by the very word Atman. Shankara says from the grammatical analysis, Santataha bhavaha Atma Tasma. Therefore, this person, this is called individually Atma. This consciousness is called Sanskrit Atma. We already saw that. Still, I love this verse. That's why. So now we will see the third line and the fourth line. Kaschit Dhiraha. Even though the senses are designed to see the external things so that we are extroverted due to the natural instinct, so we miss our real fact that being Atma in our daily life. Tasmad parang pashyadi, knowing the outward things and we miss the obvious, but kaschit dhiraha, kaschit, few, somebody, dhiraha, the discrimination. One who have the is called dhiraha. Kaschit dhiraha, a person who is having a discrimination towards the names and forms and what is the intrinsic nature of the names and forms. Discrimination is a thing which is already sleeping in each and every human being. Few people get this discrimination right from the childhood. Few people need some push from the back so that they will make their discrimination awake. And they will use that, like what toothpaste you are using. Oh, I am using this well-famous toothpaste which I saw in the ad and it is good, it's going well. Then the conversation continues. Oh, this toothpaste actually having some bone powder of the killed animals. Why? In order to become whitened, they are using this bone powder in this toothpaste and some chemicals so that early morning, when we use this toothpaste, we are eating some bone powder along with this toothpaste. Now, the person's discrimination started. Oh my God. Early morning, I cannot put some bone powder in my mouth. I was using without thinking what it is made of. Because a person already visited that company and he got this secret why it is more smooth and whitened. Then this discrimination starts. This is how in each and everything, if a person give you some insights regarding certain things, our discrimination slowly awake. Then the more you are awakened, more your mind is expanded and more you are a introverted personality. The more you are discrimination, the more you are having discrimination, more you are an introverted personality. That is why this connection being there. Kaschit dhiraha, few people who are having discrimination in their life due to their blessings of their traditional teacher, due to their daily righteous deeds, due to certain way of lifestyle, they are having the discrimination towards each and everything. You know, India is a country very famous for the street foods, and you will get all different types of fried items in each and every corner of this country. Whether you go to village, whether you go to city, whether you go to a five-star hotel, whether you go to a small tea shop, you get some fried items. The point is in which oil they fried is something very important. Few oil, certain oils are not health good for our health, but people don't think that, oh, I want to try this. It's very good. Always the person will promote the thing what they are having right in front of them. Correct? We don't think also. We eat that. If you are discriminate in which oil they have made, it will make a diarrhea for me in the next day, or it will cause some serious issues in my stomach. I should not eat fried items. This discrimination is important to generate in each and everything. So you will become a reserved personality. You become an introverted personality. You are a person who is separated from the mass. That is called Dhira, a person who has activated his discrimination due to seeing the right thing in the right time, seeing the reality in the all things. So he develops certain understanding and discrimination. Pratyak Atmanam Aikshat. Pratyak means oneself, towards oneself. This discriminative personality is see himself or herself that I am this Paramatman, I am this, I am not this layman. Action, that means Pashyati, sees. Like that, you have to convert the meaning. Okay. Aikshat, he saw. He saw means understood. A something which is formless is not to see. In the place of see, we say understood. Some discriminative person, few, very few people who are having discrimination saw this Atman which is formless or non this Atman, come to know this Atman. Why? Avritta chakshuhu, introverted eyes, looking towards the individual being, that Atman. Avritam, that eyes which are looking outside is being closed and looking towards inside, by which consciousness, all my body involved in certain actions, breathing, listening, speaking, each and every action, by whom, by whose presence, which consciousness. This is not an easy thing. You need to listen your traditional teacher's voice lots of time, continuously. Then only a person go to a state of meditation. In each and every time he start to think himself that by whose presence I am doing all these actions in my body. Avrita chakshu, whose eyes are being upside down, gone inside, about turned. We say the eyes, just it goes around and going inside and seeing all the things. Avrita chakshu. There is a purpose in this. Why he became introverted instead of extroverted personality. Amrutatvamichan, desiring the immortality, desiring ichan, having desired, want to be an immortal personality, not to be in the circle of death and birth. He wants to become immortal, eternal. Already we are eternal, but we don't know that I am eternal. We considered ourselves by the natural instinct that I am this body, so that I take myself, I am subject to death and birth. I celebrate my birthday, my 50th age, my 60th age, my 70th age. Oh, nobody is looking at me. I myself keep on suffering by thinking different things. Why? I am this body is the main cause of everything. That person changed the vision, changed the attitude, and become Avrta Chakshu Amrtattvamichan. In keeping the desire in him or her, for what? To become the immortal personality. Already we are immortal, just we should know that I am immortal will make me the immortal being. Knowing that I am eternal, I became eternal. But knowing is not an easy thing. To correct the habitual errors is not an easy thing. Habitual errors need repeated correction. Our Puja Swami Dayananda says in his Bhagavad Gita home study course, there is a book. In that there is a statement, habitual errors need repeated corrections. We are habituated to go along with our body consciousness. In order to remove the body consciousness, one should listen the reality behind the body. Then only we come to have a desire, we will have a desire to become immortal and eternal. After listening few words from the traditional teacher, a person give up all his temporary lifestyles like a job, a career, wife, kids. I'm not saying that you should immediately give up the wife and come to the ashram. No, there is a process on that. He listened for a length of 12 or 20 years and he got matured. When a person is totally matured, it will bring certain understanding around the people. They themselves will tell, your life is so much beautiful. You should live a life like this, wherever you can live this. That's the way of maturity, you know. So giving up all his temporary pursuits, he want to commit for the eternal thing. Thus, he went to the traditional teacher and listening again and again to correct the habitual errors. This is called Amrutattva. After knowing that I am eternal, I want to know how I am eternal. And he went to the Guru after giving up the old temporary lifestyle. And he is in search of this immortal state. And this person is very rare among the ordinary people. Few people are there who are interested in Amritattvam channeling. This is the whole meaning of the verse, according to the commentator. Now, second verse I will read and we will see the meaning in the next class. Parachaha kaman anuyanti balaha te mrityoho yanti vitatasya pasham ataha dhiraha amritattvam vititva dhruvam adhruveshu ihachana prarthyante. Again, very striking words. Immediately after this, Lord Yama says to Nachiketas, Dhruvam adhruveshu iha na prarthayante. We will see this in the next session. Om Sasti Prajabhya Paripalayandam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Brahmanibhya Shupamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Chobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।